The king is back next month. Let's talk about it.
Push the weight in no flex. Flex the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. My brother, the king, Deontay Wilder, is making his in-ring return next month in Wichita. I'm going to read this article from Boxing Scene. I'll put the link in the description if you care to read it for yourself. I encourage you to go to Boxing Scene and read it for yourself. This is just me reading it. This is my interpretation of what is being said in this article. And based off of what I know, remember who I talked to. All right, so let's get to it. I want y'all to keep in mind, language is everything. I'm going to read what it says, and I'm going to give you my interpretation. Article states, now pain-free, Windmill Wilder. Oh, look at that. Look at it. Now pain-free, Windmill Deontay Wilder looking to return with a bang. Yeah, it's interesting. Deontay Wilder is excited to get back into the ring when he returns next month. The former WBC heavyweight champion fights Terrell Anthony Herndon in Wichita, June 27th. The 39-year-old is refusing to call the bout a comeback following losses to Joseph Parker and Zhilei Zhang. However, the 43 4-1 with 42 knockouts, he also hopes to show an improved version of himself almost 3 years from his last win, which came when he battered Robert Helenius in one round. I was there for that. That was in the Barclays. Wilder said he said that for years that he battled through some shoulder pain that finally resulted in 2 surgeries, and now he is pain-free and predicting a return to his wild and violent past. Right. Let me stop right there for a moment. I've been saying it. Tay Jones has been saying it. Salute to my brother Tay Jones. That he's been dealing with injuries for a long time. He's just been taking these fights. Maybe he should have sat out and got better. I don't know. That's for y'all guys to judge. I'm just telling you what me and Tay Jones discussed behind the scenes. So y'all do what y'all will with that. Anyway, this is a quote from my brother Deontay. He says, "I'm going to feel amazing," he told Boxing Scene of his return. "You know, my mind is back, my spirit, physically, I'm back. I'm free of injuries now. They used to call me Windmill Wilder. I didn't have that windmill no more. I got that mother effer now." So I'm reading this for the first time. Okay, so what the person who wrote this article, his name is Trish Dixon. Salute to him. He put a quote from what Deontay said and put it in the article. What he did was he take lemons and made lemonade. See, when his career was just now taking off and people started to know what he was doing and take note of him, he started making news. They called him Windmill Wilder, and there was a form of disrespect. That's why I say he's taking the lemons and making lemonade, because it was a form of disrespect. They said he had no skill, he had no jab, he has his right hand, he's skinny and da-da-da-da-da-da. But the outcome was he was putting people to sleep. So what Deontay did is he took that windmill moniker that they gave him and he made it his own. Because that's when he was at his most best, when he was super violent in that ring. All right? So the windmill is become a part of his personality, part of the Bronze Bomber. So he says, yeah, I've had 2 surgeries on my shoulders. It had cost me in previous fights to still be injured, at least the last 3 or 4 years of my career. I had to do what I had to do, I still had to go out and do what I wanted to do. All right? I could have sat around for years and try to heal up the shoulder, but that wasn't going to work out. And anybody know anything about shoulder injuries, they know that's like one of the most longest of recoveries. I can tell you that's true. It's like the shoulder takes forever to heal. It's like crazy, especially when you're in sports, especially contact sports. Okay. He said, every time I lifted my arm to throw my right hand or even wipe my ass, my arm, my shoulder were hurt. Wow, that's crazy. I was in pain 24 hours a day, but I still, I was still training. I was still living a regular lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I'm just reading how it's written. You can't let it irritate you or bother you for the rest of your life. You got to be able to adapt to the pain and the situation and still have some type of natural ability of carrying on with life. And pretty much that's the article. They give the credential to Trish Dixon, who wrote this article. I'm going to put the link in the description so you can read it yourself. That's the article. It's a very short article. Here's my thoughts on it. Upon first reading the title, I thought that Trish was being disrespectful. He wasn't. He was actually quoting. He was actually quoting him, something that Deontay said. So that's cool in the gang. So here's my opinion on it. Deontay is going to make a statement. He's going to make a statement. He's 100% healthy now. I'm only going off what my brother says. He's 100% healthy. I think he's going to do outstanding. He's going to be ferocious. He's going to be on top of his game. But I know what's going to be said. What's going to be said is, oh, well, who's the guy he fought? He fought a bum. Well, you know what? Sometimes you may need that because Deontay never ducked any smoke. But now's the time, you get some of these guys underneath your belt, and you make things happen. Get back in the winner's circle. And then there's a whole lot of work to take care of in the heavyweight division. All right? There's a whole lot to be done. There's a whole lot that can happen. And if a puncher's chance ever applied to anybody, it's this man right here. But I think he has more than a puncher's chance. I know for a fact he's been fighting with those injuries. I knew that for years, and y'all didn't know. I knew. I talked to the team. I know these things. And I have faith in my brother. That's just what it is. And I know what's coming. And y'all pay attention to the comment section once this video's up. You're going to have a whole bunch of Deontay Wilder haters that are still hanging around. You're going to have a whole bunch of people talking about, oh, well, he's done and the windmill is correct and he still can't fight and he has no jaw and he's depressed. You're going to read all of that in my comment section from a lot of people that I've never even heard of. I don't know, maybe the gentleman from Russia, from Australia, the Aussie guy that I had on my live stream. Maybe he'll show up. Russell, whatever his name is, maybe he'll show up in the comment section. Salute to you. But what I get with Deontay and all these black fighters, the world has a problem when these brothers have faith in themselves, when they say things like, I'm anointed, I'm a king. They have a problem when they say that, as if we're not supposed to feel that way about ourselves. When you take a loss in the ring, it's supposed to be a loss in your life. We're supposed to go away and be depressed and harp on it and, whatever. You understand? But that's never the case. I'm black first. I support my brothers and my sisters. And I support my brother Deontay getting back into the swing of things. And we're going to ride this until he's ready to hang it up. You understand? I know about the injuries. So the brother says he's 100%. Let's ride. And that's what we're going to do. We're looking for the win. And we're looking to get back in the winner's circle. And trust and believe. You give this brother any ounce of daylight, he's going to take advantage of it. Down the road, I'd like to see him run it back with Joseph Parker because I know what was going on in that fight. I like to see him run it back with Zilizan because I know what was going on in that fight. So there's still some work left. Yeah, I wanted this brother gone after he was cheated by Fury. He's still here. It's amazing to see what happens when Fury has some fights when he's clean, right? Don't look like the same guy, do he? And I go on record saying this. I want that Fury smoke too. Because you see what happens when Fury fights clean, right? Right. So let's get it. Injury free. Let's go. Bronx on deck.